Hey, what's up guys, this is HK with techrapt, and now in this video we're gonna talk about official Pixel Xperience ROM based on Android 9.0 Pie. We already have working stable Android Pie ROMs for many Qualcomm treble enabled phones in the form of semi-GSI, but this Pixel Xperience ROM is just a normal ROM and not the one based on GSI or semi-GSI, so obviously installation process is pretty straightforward and simple. To download this ROM, go to this Pixel Xperience ROM web page, select your brand, and under this tab, select device model. Now I am downloading the latest Pixel Xperience ROM for Redmi Note 5 Pro wired, and the current latest build is August 17th one. So once you have downloaded it, place the ROM zip file onto the internal storage of your phone. Boot to the custom recovery like TRRP by holding volume up and power button for Redmi Note 5 Pro. First go to wipe tab, advanced wipe, and select everything except storage options like internal storage, USB storage and microSD card options, and swipe to confirm wipe. Next, go back to the home screen, install tab, select the transferred Pixel Xperience ROM file and swipe to confirm flash, and that's it, we are done with the installation process. So simple, right? Also, you don't need to flash a separate G-Apps package as the Pixel Xperience ROM itself has Google Apps included. If you want to flash a custom kernel or measures for routing, you can do it, but it's up to you. Once the installation is done, reboot the phone to the system. So this is the Google boot animation. It's the same animation we have seen it on Pixel XL port. This is the initial setup screen. Let me quickly finish setting it up. There is a fingerprint setup option. Let me skip it for now, and this is the default home screen with Pixel Launcher. Everything should be working out of the box and you don't need to flash any separate fixes. So first let's go to settings, system, about phone. As you can see, Android version is 9. Android security patch level is August 5, same as Google fan release build for Pixel phones. About the launcher features, when you swipe to the left, you have Google search screen. When you long press on the empty space of the home screen, you can change home settings, add widgets and change wallpapers. By default, you get normal on-screen navigation bar, but if you want to enable the pixel gestures, go to settings, system, gestures and enable swipe up on home button. About the gestures, you can swipe up on the pill or home button to get to the recents menu. Long swipe will get you to the app drawer, and when you swipe all the open tabs to the right, you get the clear all button. You can slide down on a specific tab to open it, slide up to close it, and when you hit the app icon on an open tab, you can enable the split screen mode, and finally there is a slider to switch between the open tabs. This is the notification panel and quick settings. The quick toggles are circular, and the style of quick toggles and the notification panel is based on the device theme. The ROM comes with very minimal apps. You get the Google Camera app, and with Google Camera you can take pictures, videos, image stabilization is there, and the portrait mode works for both front and rear cameras. FM radio app is there and it works too. This is a setting panel with colored icons. There's a search bar at the top. First we have network and internet tab. Everything about network is great. 2G, 3G, 4G, 4G VoLTE works, but the native video calling isn't working, and the dual band Wi-Fi option is there too. This is the Bluetooth tab. Pairing with devices is easy. There is no issue with audio or video playback, be it with calls, loudspeaker or when connected to the Bluetooth. There's the apps and notification tab with recently opened apps at the top. There's an option here called time spent in apps, where you can find the screen on time of all the apps you have used. Next you have notification settings, default apps, where you can change these default apps for various services, and special app access. Under battery tab, there is a battery saver mode. You can turn it on automatically at any percentage of your choice. Adaptive battery, which limits the battery usage for infrequently used apps. You can enable battery percentage on the status bar, and below it you can find the battery stats. Next, under display tab, you have brightness level. Night light works, adaptive brightness have no issues, sleep timer, font size, display size, ambient display which is working, double tap to wake works by default, and under device theme you can set it to automatic based on wallpaper, or you can force it to dark or light, and the theming applies to notification and quick settings, volume slider and app drawer only. This is the sound tab. There's a play media 2 option where you can change the audio output mode to either speaker or Bluetooth, and there is a separate slider for call volume. About the volume slider, you have a new volume slider here. By default, you can change media volume. You can enable vibrate or silent mode within this volume slider, and you can also enable vibrate mode by touching volume up and power button at the same time. Under security and location, you can find fingerprint option. Setting up is easy and unlocks in about a second. You can also add face unlock via smart lock, but you have to swipe up on the lock screen once the system detects your face. This is the digital Wellbeing app. It's there by default, so you don't have to manually install any APK. And with Win down here, you can enable grayscale, which turns the entire screen to gray. Next, under system gestures, you have jump to camera, swipe up on home button, and under developer options, there's an option called simulate a display with a cutout, which forces notch display, and there are 3 options to pick. All sensors are working fine. Accelerometer, gyroscope, magnetometer, light sensor, proximity sensor all work fine. GPS also works, but it will take time for a location lock if you try it from indoors. Coming to the performance of this ROM, I haven't tried gaming, but the ROM feels so smooth. I did not face a single lag in my 12 plus hours of usage with this ROM. And about benchmarks, Antutu version 7 score is 1,15,561, Geekbench 4 single core score is 1343, and multi-core score is 4874. Overall, it's a good ROM. The best part is that it's very simple to install, and the ROM file includes all the fixes, so no more separate fixes flashing for lag, MTP mode, VLT and others. So that's it. I hope you guys liked it. Hit like if you find this video helpful, and if you guys have any queries or if you have faced any issues while installing this ROM, do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.